Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or as we like to say in my mother tongue, which is Kiswahili, Karibu. My name is Pascalia, but I also go by Passy. I'm a user experience designer passionate about helping early stage businesses and mission driven organizations build great experiences for people. If that sounds like you, I'm glad you're here. Like, comment, subscribe, and send me an email at hellopascalia@gmail.com if you want to hire me to help you achieve your goals. Today, I would like to talk about two kinds of web platforms that you might want to build for your business or organization. I will go over the definition of these platforms. I will also go over the requirements that we need to think about when we're building these platforms, so you can be much more informed if you ever decide to work with me. I like to keep my videos under 10 minutes, so in this video I will cover websites versus web applications. Stay tuned for further videos where I will talk about other platforms like mobile and hybrid applications. Before we start, here's a quick disclaimer. This video is not sponsored by any of the brands mentioned. The opinions represented in the video are my own. I chose to mention the brands for educational purposes only. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's take it back to high school mathematics for a minute. Yay, how fun. I hope you remember Euler diagrams. Imagine having a big circle that represents websites. This big circle also encompasses a teeny baby circle. This little circle will be web apps or web applications. So all web apps are websites, but not all websites are web apps. However, in the product world, tech world, whatever you want to call it, when people say websites, they're referring to a collection of static pages. I don't know why, it just happened, so let's just go with it. Websites, also known as web pages, are simple. Their primary goal is to display information or handle very straightforward customer interactions. On the other hand, web apps are tools that support complex tasks like user management, payments, customer onboarding, logins, and so much more. Still confused? Let's go through some of the characteristics. Websites are static pages. Web apps are dynamic and highly interactive. Websites have limited data processing capabilities. Web apps usually have advanced data processing capabilities. Websites don't require users to log in, while web apps usually requires users to log in. A landing page where people can come in and read about your business, organization, that's a website. Blogs, websites. Portfolios, websites. I'm going to plug in my portfolio here. Hey UX hiring managers and recruiters. We actually use quite a few web apps on our day-to-day. For example, let's say when you're on your personal computer and you're on a browser and you go to a social media platform like LinkedIn, or you go to your Google Calendar, you're using a web app. Depending on your project, your goals, both or one of these options could be right for you. On my end, if you approach me to help you build one of these platforms, the process of building one or the other will look significantly different. Let's say you're a nonprofit organization and you want to tell the story of your mission, connect with your donors, and build your online brand. What I'll be building for you will be a website. This is a simpler project. Here's how I would likely work on a project like this. I will do discovery research, which can be secondary or primary or a mix of both. Then I will propose a content strategy for your website. In simple words, I will make sure every piece of content, whether it is text, images, videos, reports, whatever you want to put on your website, serves a purpose and is aligned with your goals, your customers' expectations, and the conventions of the industry that you're situated. We'll create your website content together, and honestly the process for this will vary depending on how involved you want to be. I will design mockups so you can see what the website will look like and behave before we spend time coding the site. Ideally, we should also get feedback from people who will use your website throughout the process. Lastly, we will create your website on a website building platform. In this day and age, there is like a multitude of low-code or no-code solutions for all budgets and needs. We can work together to identify what is right for you and your team. Now, if you want to build a web app, the process will look very different. At the moment, the technical requirements for such a project are more advanced for me as a solo designer, so I will have to invite a code partner on the project. I will spend a lot of time with you to understand your business processes and your needs, but I promise I'm fun to be around. The research or design methods we will use here will vary depending on the project, honestly. I will not try to bore you with technical jargon, but long story short, in this case, I'm not just designing the content for your websites, I am mapping your customer journey. I'm thinking about scenarios. I'm thinking about your users' emotions, what to communicate, how to communicate it, when to use, what happens when a user clicks this, what happens when a user clicks that, what if they're trying to log in, what if they forgot their password, what if, what assumptions are you making, what's responsive, how can we make it responsive? In short, there is a lot to think about in this kind of project. To design intuitive web apps, we must evaluate the platform. There is no alternatives or shortcuts. Once we feel confident and we're ready to code the platform, we will build a live product for you. At the moment of recording this video, I don't have personally the expertise to write a code for a complex web app, but I have engineering partners who do. Now, if you ask me a month or two from now, I probably would have learned a new skill and I'll have a different answer for you, but if you want to hire me and my team, I will take care of the logistics of the project end to end. You wouldn't have to worry about a thing except the budget, of course. I came up with the idea for this video because I'm actually building a website and a web app at the moment. In the first project, I'm helping a nonprofit organization tell the story of its impact and mission on the web. This is a website. In the other project, I am helping a small business streamline processes like onboarding new customers and managing payments. What we're building for him is a web app. Now that you know a lot more about these platforms, you might be asking yourself, which one should I choose? The answer is it depends. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. All businesses and nonprofit organizations need a website, but everyone does not need a web app. If you don't have a web presence, assuming you have social media accounts, the next step for you will be building a website where you can tell people about what you do. Now, businesses that interact a lot with their customers, businesses that want to centralize their operation processes, and businesses that are scaling, web applications might be the right choice for you. I am more than happy to meet with you and advise you on the best platform for your needs. Email me at hellopascalia@gmail.com to connect with me. I hope you learned a lot today and you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to share your thoughts, your feedback, or give me future video requests on the comment section. I hope you have a wonderful day. Kwaheri!